Does 1.8 take any skill other than just clicking the left mouse button? A lot of people ask this question, and if 1.16 mains would say, like, oh, 1.8 is all about CPS, you don't need any skill. All you need to know is just how to look at the person and click, and boom, you win. And 1.16 players, or like any 1.9 PvPer who says that, most likely just sucks at 1.8. Because if you say that, you most likely just do not know how to play the game. Like, I'm a 1.8 main, but I love like Crystal PvP and all that. I like, even though I suck at both, like I haven't played in a while, I can still say that 1.8 takes skill. Back in my prime, I used to be amazing at the game, and like it requires like you have to know how to like strafe, W tap, S tap, all that, like block hitting. And also, if you have game modes that require utilities like fishing rods, lava buckets, water buckets, blocks, all that, then it'll make it a lot, more skill based. For instance, you need to know how to rod trick, FNS someone. So flint and steel. If you don't know what FNS mean, so just going further, you know that when I say FNS, I mean flint and steel. But yeah, knowing how to FNS someone and lava bucket, water bucket, because the thing is, like, a lot of people think, oh yeah, you just gotta know how to look at the person and click. The thing is that combos do exist, and keeping a combo also does exist. And W tapping, S tapping, strafing, rod combos, maybe all of this can be used in this version of PvP just to get better. Because let's all admit, people who if they don't know how to S tap or W tap, well, like basically the basics of 1.8 PvP, if they don't know that, then they're probably not even gonna like get good in a while, because everything is built off the basics. And FNSing, if you want to FNS good, what you need to do is you need to be able to do it quickly to where your opponent won't know you're about to FNS. So for instance, if you're able to flick down quickly while switching to your flint and steel, place the flint and steel, switch back to your sword, so while the person's on fire, you can hit them, dealing more damage. And all that takes skill, because you need to know right timing, right aiming, all that. Just need to flick quickly, boom, 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 like that. And then there's also lava bucketing, which is kind of the same concept, but the thing is, it's a lot harder if your opponent has water buckets, because then you'd have to quickly lava, then pick it up, so it acts like a water bucket. Not really a water bucket, but like an FNS, where it lights the person on fire. And fun fact, lava actually lights someone on fire for longer than flint and steel. So if you want to light someone on fire for longer, use, lava bucket. The problem with lava buckets are that if you don't pick it up in time, it will not, it'll spread. And if you get caught in lava, you'll be slowed down. And, slowing your opponent down in lava is a really good strat. And speaking of slowing person down, water buckets. If you want to water bucket somebody, you can easily, water bucket down, and then, rod them back, pick up the water bucket. If they're getting a little too close, hit them back in the water, place it back down. Like, simple as that. Easiest way to run. Another really good way to use water is if you get knocked really far back while still on fire. Like, sometimes when someone double hits you while you're in the air, it'll go so high to where you can take fall damage. So even if you're on fire during that time and you're able to water bucket, boom, all of a sudden now you don't take fall damage, and you don't. Oh my goodness, I need to stop recording at like 12 a.m. But yeah, not only will you not take damage, but you will also not burn to death. Having all this knowledge really helps you get good at the game. And block hitting. When I first started 1.8 PvP, I was on PvP land, spam block hitting, because that's what worked against the easy bots. But then I realized, man, this isn't really that good when fighting actual players. One way that I use to get out of this habit is using higher resolution texture packs with straight swords and not like a curved sword. So I feel more inclined to just swing it normally than to spam right and left click. Oh my goodness. Hey yo, can we get go to bed in the comments? But like, spamming left and right click Yeah, that can be useful, but like most of the time, if you're going against someone who actually knows how to play the game, that won't work. Like if you look at YouTubers like Hannah, XX Rose, Zyph, people who do this strategy usually don't really win against skilled players simply because when spam block hitting, you are actually slowed down because while blocking your sword, you slow down like you're holding a shield up in 1.16. So for instance, let's say I am, oh no. Let's say I am spam block hitting. What's going to be equivalent to is it's going to be like for 1 millisecond, my speed's going to be like reduced by 75%. It's just going to keep happening every single second. Well, if you time your block hits so that, boom, 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 slows you down so the person can walk towards you, because usually people hold W while in combos. So boom, 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 right click. What I like to do is time my right clicks like this. 1, 2, right click, or 1, 2, 3, right click. So basically, you just tap right click once, and then after you tap right click once, you are easily extending the combo. And whenever you extend the combo, basically, it just allows you to get better hits and all that. Because whenever people hold W, most people hold W while in combos. So whenever you do that, you are slowing yourself down, meaning that the person is actually walking towards you, keeping you in their range. And speaking of range, it's ranging. Because, if you are too close to the opponent, someone can easily hit you while you're comboing them. So, whenever you're fighting someone, you always want to range them. Because if you don't range them, what are you doing? Ranging is probably one of the most important parts of PvP. Because if you're able to keep a good 2.5 to 3 blocks apart from somebody, they can't hit, and you're comboing them, you're catching up to them. They miss a swing, so you're able to hit them in that cooldown time, meaning it's a combo. Speaking of combos, let's talk about movement. If you just go in straight lines, straight lines can help you if you know how to hold combos and W tap well, but most of the time you want to strafe. Strafing makes it a lot harder for your opponent to hit you, since not only are you moving around a lot, but you're also just harder to hit in general. Because I'm going to admit it, most people's tracking is not that good. So you're moving around left, right, so unpredictably. Also, you want to use unique strafe patterns. If you use basic ones, like, left for 3 seconds, right for 3 seconds, people are going to learn how to predict that. But if you just switch positions randomly, people won't know how to predict that. And, you can look at, any PvP YouTubers. So if it's like Marcel, he's usually a straight liner because he knows how to hold combos. But if you don't know how to hold combos, then you probably just won't be able to do it. But strafing is a really good tactic because movement in general is just one of the best things that you can do in Minecraft PvP. Even with 1 click per second, movement is still important because without movement, you literally can't do anything. Let's say, for instance, you are, running in a straight line, clicking a billion CPS. Alright? Someone with better movement and 5 CPS will beat you simply because they are one hit. They're moving, so you can't hit them even though you have such high CPS. That high CPS doesn't matter since you are just, they won't be able to hit you. It's like the idea of, your strength is maxed out, but what is all that strength if you can't hit me? Because let's say you're built in a game where your dodge skill is really high to the point where we basically dodge every attack. No matter how high the person's strength is, you will always land your attack because you do not take damage. Not take damage, but you always dodge. So no matter how high your CPS is, you will not lose. Because you will, no, what am I saying? You will lose. Because someone with better movement is easier to beat than someone with worse movement. Wait, what am I saying? I need to go to bed. Alright, after this video, I'm going to sleep. Bye-bye. I can't, bro. I'm actually going insane. Like, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. And comment down green juice. Green juice if you finish the video. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.